Now, as y'all have seen so far, obviously not a flawless program. Even I make mistakes as much as I don't want to admit it sometimes. And sometimes we work with a veteran and his family, especially if I've been working with, I think, his 3 dogs or more. How many dogs you have?
We have 4.
We have 4.
And sometimes, especially we've been working with them multiple years, we may have forgot that they've never graduated. And so sometimes those things sneak through the cracks. But I'm glad that, the conversation, having the group classes, bringing it up, and in just the middle of the conversation being like, wait, we can graduate? I'm like, let's put them on the calendar. But without further ado, and long overdue, I don't even know how long, Brian and Tsusga. And I'm not even joking, it was like, how much was my story off?
No,
it was like
accurate.
mid-conversation, like, we can graduate? I'm like, oh crap, where have I been? I think Angela, if she's watching, we both had that conversation like, I thought he graduated X, Y, Z. I did too.
He's like sniffing everybody else. How do you say it?
Tsusga.
Tsusga.
Tsusga. I got it.
Yes, please. So I'm not an animal person. My wife would say I just never wanted animals. And Tsusga was supposed to be my wife's dog. So we drove 5 hours to pick him up. We got him, he was 8 weeks old. And I was working from home at the time. And he imprinted on me. And we have a bond that I can't even describe. So I was trying, at about the same time, the VA said, you could really benefit from a service dog. And I was like, I don't know. And my wife is the one that made the suggestion that, hey, maybe you can find somebody to help you train Tsusga. So until we found Semper Canine, I took him through several other trainings elsewhere. And then I finally found Semper Canine, and they brought us in, and I can't thank them enough for taking my emails, taking my phone calls, working with Tsusga. Being a German Shepherd, he's got special traits that sometimes don't cooperate as much. He likes to whine. He's a little bossy sometimes. So working with them has helped. Now when we had him, my wife was like, okay, you got my dog, now you owe me a dog. So we found another white shepherd, a female. Well, the female attached to him. And she was crazy. She's still crazy. And Chris is like, well, bring her along. So my wife started bringing her along, and we started training her. As a matter of fact, after we're done here, I talked to Chris, we want to continue training her. But we had to do that in order to get him concentrated on the training that needed to be done. But I want to thank everybody for the opportunity. Tsusga, just like the other veterans who said, has made a difference in my life. And sometimes you don't recognize it right away. My father passed away in 22 in July. And I had to go to Pennsylvania and go through all his belongings, and I'm the only child. Go through all his belongings and everything. And having him by my side, I can't describe enough how much that meant to me. So I want to thank you all for everything. Appreciate it.
There we go. Good job. Better late than never, right? Right here. I'm gonna blame Angela. She should have caught that in the audit.